Sivaya Nama Thiruppaatu. Welcome back. We are continuing our discussion on the 7th Thirumurai, which is Thiruppaatu, 13th Padigam based on pun. But when you look at the historical sequence, this is the 2nd Thiruppadigam, and the 5th verse is what we are going to talk about today. Paadu arnthana maavum palaakkalum saadi naada vanthu yetri pennai vadapaal arnthana maaligai soozhum Thuraiyoor vedaa unai vendi kolven thava neriye. If you look at this particular verse, as usual, it follows the same pattern. The first two lines usually talks about the way how the river flows, or rather the fierceful river. The third line talks about the beauty of the village or the place, and the fourth line talks about basically it is something that we should all be praying for, because when we want to stand in the path of penance, we need to request for that, request for His grace to give us that. That is what the fourth line talks about. So if you look at the 4 lines, the first 2 lines over here talks about the beauty of the river. The river is so fierceful, and the stream is so, the current in the stream is so strong that it is able to uproot trees like mango trees and jackfruit trees. Can you imagine a mango tree and a jackfruit tree being uprooted? If that is the case, can you imagine what kind of a speed the water would be flowing in that river, right? Of course, as I said, if you go to the place right now, you will just be witnessing only a dried up river, not like what we are seeing in this particular song. That's the unfortunate truth. That is to say that what we have done, what kind of an injustice we have done to Mother Earth. The third line here talks about the wealth of the place. The beautiful castles and the buildings it's so magnificent that we don't need to even explain the wealth of the place. It is evident. Just by the look of it, it is so clear and vivid that the place is full of wealthy people, and it is so rich. And the fourth statement is a very nice line. He uses a word called as vedaa. Vedaa means someone who comes up in a disguised manner, who doesn't show up himself or herself, and he's always in a disguised manner. And whenever you are looking for someone and they come in a disguised manner and you don't identify them, that's exactly what we are talking about when it comes to Veda. Another meaning for Veda is also a hunter. So if you look at it, Lord Shiva is a very well-known hunter. And what does he hunt? He hunts for our bad deeds. He hunts all our, the temporary feelings that we are having towards all these Maya. He's actually hunting that. And when you look at one of the characteristics of a hunter, he will always be hidden. Similar to Lord Shiva, right? Shiva is already hidden. He's hidden within us, and he doesn't show off that he is there until we are ready for it. That is why Nambi Aroorar is using the nice phrase here called as Veda, and he says, Veda, I'm requesting you to put me in this path of penance and make sure you're guiding me throughout. That is exactly what we should also be praying for. Imagine when we are requesting, what should be our prayers, what should be our request. This is exactly what we need to request in our daily prayers as well, to put us in this path of penance. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama Thiruppaatu.